My name's Allie.
Hi, I'm Chris. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So what's going on is I've been kind of in and out of treatment for substance abuse, and I'm just kind of nervous about this new kind of step of recovery. I've been in and out of some treatment facilities and some substance abuse groups, and I'm just kind of really, I just think I'm gonna fail already. I think I'm too far gone to have any chance, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So when you say you're too far gone, what do you mean by that? Like you're too far gone?
I think my desire to use is just so strong.
All right.
That I just don't see my life without it.
All right.
And I feel like I'm gonna always be addicted.
All right. So first thing is, do you want that to be gone, or do you want to always have that? What are your thoughts on like your addiction? Do you want to actively live without it?
Yeah, I want to actively live with. I want to have a normal life.
Okay.
And not use. But it just feels so impossible, and I've failed so many times before that, I'll fail again.
All right. So what I do is this therapy called CBT. Have you heard of it before?
No, can you explain it a little bit?
Yeah, so it's called cognitive behavioral therapy, and it's basically this. How it works is that we have these thoughts that, and then these feelings and responses, and then there's a consequence, and so we go through these patterns all the time. So something happens, we automatically think something, that thought then leads to a feeling and physical response, and then it leads to a consequence. So from what I'm gathering, I'm hearing some you saying that I'm never gonna be able to do that. Like it seems impossible. So what I think what we should do is I have some, like with CBT, there's a little bit of education plus homework involved or experiments, and we'll like work through some things to see what works for you, and try to get you to where your goal is. And you say your goal is to live this quote normal life, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, without substances.
Okay.
And kind of not being around people that would, I don't know, maybe drag me back to that lifestyle.
All right. So there's these things. Have you heard of cognitive distortions before?
I don't know. Not really.
So we all have them. There's these thoughts that they're part of these automatic thoughts, but it's just things that we tell ourselves that might not be true, but we've just kind of told ourselves about that. Like when I hear you say, it seems impossible.
Yeah.
Like I'm never gonna, it's these little words like never, and that you start to believe it, like this is never gonna happen. So do you want to take a look at these?
Sure.
And if any of them stand out to you, just let me know and we'll...
Sure. This word is interesting, catastrophizing. I always assume the worst case is going to happen.
All right, like, so when isn't a time that this has happened? Like, you're thinking about it. Yeah, I can see you're thinking about
I'm thinking about it right now. I'm thinking that, I've been clean before for 30 days, but then I screw up, so why wouldn't I screw up again? It's going to automatically happen because it's happened before. It'll be a disaster all over again.
Okay. So, because you said that,
Mhm.
there's a worksheet we have. It's
Oh,
called
wow.
decatastrophizing.
Oh,
Alright?
yeah, it is a hard word. I was having trouble pronouncing it.
Yeah, so we're just gonna go through this worksheet.
Okay.
And I'll go through with you together.
Okay.
And so what you were saying is that you're worried about relapsing again.
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna put that right here.
Okay. And should I be putting it? I can put it in there.
For right now, we can just
We'll
talk
cover
about it.
Okay.
And then I'll send this home with you so that
Okay.
you can do this as homework later.
That sounds like a good plan.
And then so you can do this on your own time if you have another or a catastrophizing moment that you have. So you can use this worksheet.
Okay.
So we'll go through this together. And so how likely do you think this worry is going to come true, the relapse?
95%.
95%?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you already gave a past example to support this, that you went 30 days and then you relapsed. How about like before that?
I've been in 2 treatment programs where I was clean for, I think, 63 days.
Yeah, 63 days. Congrats.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then I relapsed.
Mm-hmm.
Then I kind of slipped up again. I went into another treatment facility, and then I was 30 days. But I haven't been able to sustain this long period of sobriety.
Mm-hmm.
So it just feels like it's unattainable. I meet people, they're 3 years, 30 days, whatever. And I'm like, that sounds so far in the future, I can't do it.
Yeah. So when you say long term, so you've had 60 days, 63 days. So you say that's not long term. So what is a longer, what is something that you see that you're like, yeah, that is my goal. That is what I'm saying is the long.
5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
And you're looking at people of 3 years, wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's possibly we can chunk that time down.
Okay.
Just because from what I'm hearing is your expectations are 5 years.
Yeah.
And I would love that to be the case. But is that realistic?
No, I wish I could just fast forward and be like, oh, I'm clean now, I'm good. But yeah, it's just kind of frustrating, and I feel like it's just gonna be terrible. I don't know. I just feel like I'll never get clean. So, but I know I've done it before, so I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. I'm trying to figure it all out.
And so, sorry for going off track of this, but I was just. And then you're saying that you're worried about relapsing, and if that worry does come true, what's the worst thing that can happen?
I'll be using again, and I'll have to start the clock again as far as being clean, sober, and that exposes me to more risk. Using, so that's also a danger as well.
So you're thinking about the clock?
Yeah.
All right, so going back to these cognitive distortions, I don't know if this one's on here.
Okay.
But there's so many cognitive distortions that this is just one page.
Yeah.
And so from what you're saying, it kind of sounds like it's all or nothing thinking. And all or nothing thinking means that you have to do it all the right way, one way, and that's it.
Yeah.
So if you're eating some ice cream, or if you're on a diet, and you eat a spoonful of ice cream, and you're like, well, my diet's gone, okay? And I'm not saying that we don't want you to be that 5 years, like, without using, but how about let's look, you went 30 days, right? You went 60 days. Now, that unfortunately is part of the recovery process, is relapse. So, just because of those one moments of relapse, like, don't stop the clock. Okay? So maybe, like, look, I only used 2 times in how many days? 90 days. Okay? So we'll try to see like a different clock, because it, like, from what I'm hearing, you're very focused on the clock.
I just want to be up to speed with all of these, people, amazing people I've met, and I'm like, wow, I really hope to be them one day. So, I don't know, just my desire to get clean and sober.
And someone might actually look up to you right now and say, wow, I wish I had 30 days or 60 days. But, so, and then back to this is, so, like, if your worry does come true, what's most likely to happen?
Now that we've kind of discussed it a little bit, I'm kind of seeing a different context for my relapses. And I think that because of my past, I'm going to still be able to fight it and keep going and try to get additional days and additional time clean.
All right.
So I plan on, even if I screw up, to keep fighting.
All right, that's good. And like, on the bottom of this, it says, if your worry comes true, what are the chances you'll be okay in 1 week, 1 month, and 1 year? Like, if this happens, let's say it only happened one time for the 1 week, and then once in the 1 month, and then once. Imagine that once in the year.
That would be excellent. I mean, I think, obviously I hope not to use, but if my worry of, let's say, only once, I think I'd still be improving. So that really makes me feel a little bit better.
I'm glad. So I'm gonna have you bring this home for homework, and if there's anything else that you're worried about, so if you're like, it might not even be about your stuff, or it might be something related, but any worries of when you think that it's going to be the worst case scenario, you might notice that now, if that you're thinking about it, and throughout the week, like, notice them, and then we'll come back next week and talk about them.
That sounds like a good plan. I'm kind of looking forward to working with you and figuring this all out for myself. I really want to get this right.
Yeah, it was nice meeting with you, Chris.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah,
see you next week.
Yeah, see